Hey guys, this is Jessie from RoboAwesome.com. Do a little something different for our RoboPlay this week. I'm going to show you how to make a creeper head. You know the creeper from Minecraft. I'm sure you've seen it before. It's very scary. But yeah, we're going to show you how to make that. So let's get working. So I got my 12 by 12 cardboard box. And I laid it on some newspaper outside. And I'm spray painting it. Let's use this Krylon emerald green. It doesn't have to look perfect because basically you just want to get the edges green, because that's probably where the construction paper is not going to be. But you know, maybe another coat will work out alright. You want to make sure you're in a ventilated area, preferably outside, obviously, because these fumes are pretty strong. That's of course you're into that kind of thing. But yeah, you just put a decent coat on there, and because really you're not going to see this that much. It's just for the corners and stuff, but you get the idea. And we got our supplies and stuff over here. But then while you're waiting for it to dry, you do the most important job that you can do while you're waiting for it to dry anyways, and that's have a delicious breakfast of waffles and sausage. Alright, you get your construction paper, and you want to do 1.5 inch squares. Basically I just measured out like this and marked off the spots. You're going to have 8 on each, 8 rows pretty much. Then I used my other piece of construction paper as a straight edge. It's probably better with a ruler. And eventually you'll have 8 rows. And basically you want to get, you know, a bunch of greens. I'll show you the colors I got. These greens. Some lime green looking stuff. Some dark green. Some really light. Some olive. Then of course you want a white and a black. Obviously you don't want a whole lot, because you want most of this, because it's going to look pixelated. The big thing is, you know, I went to Michael's to get it, because you could just get individual pieces of construction paper rather than buying the whole thing. And you get the colors you want. Seems a lot easier. So then, once you have you've cut them up, you're going to have little squares like this of different colors of green, a little bit of white, you know, some darker green, some neon green, maybe some colors like that green. That green's also good. This green is good. Kind of like a weird light green. Then you want some black also. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your box and you're going to draw lines on it like the paper. And then once you do that, you're going to have like glue sticks, which I prefer to use the glue sticks because it's easier. And it seems to hold pretty good. Get the glue, and then just, you know, it doesn't really matter where you start or anything. I usually just start top, and then slap one on there, and then you just fill up your grid pretty much until it looks pixelated, and then eventually you'll have you know, the face. The face is for the easiest part, actually. Well, it's not really difficult at all. It's just less time consuming because you got the black, which is easy, and then you just kind of go, well, like the other side, you pretty much just have to be kind of creative and stuff, and do that for all the sides. Now for sight, what I did is I cut the top of the nose out. You want to go back and get some, like a Sharpie, and make sure that's blacked out. And then you just buy some pantyhose, black pantyhose, and you put it inside there, like so. And you know, it's not super easy to see out of there. Basically, you can see shapes and colors. You can get around a little bit. I wouldn't advise like running a marathon with this or anything, but it gets the job done. And since it's black, from far away, definitely it looks like it's part of the creeper. Then, as far as putting it on your head and keeping it stable, what I did is I took a baseball hat and I put some Velcro on top of it. And you want to wear it backwards like a thug, and then put it on, and I have some Velcro in there, and that should keep it pretty sturdy. So, yeah, you just put the hat on, it's got the Velcro on it. I'll show you the Velcro on the inside. Put it on. Make sure it's on the Velcro. And then kind of move. Move your head down, up. You can walk, and it won't really fall off. The Velcro is a pretty good idea. There's other ways you can do it, but I really like the Velcro. And there you have it. That's what the fuck? Well, that's how you make a creeper head. Hope you enjoyed.